It's the pinnacle for every footballer to represent your country at a FIFA World Cup. For this man and this man, it's likely to be their last. But for the younger generation, it's a chance to make their name on the global stage. So which up-and-coming players will shine in Qatar?
Hello there and welcome to Football Now from the home of the official opening game of this year's FIFA World Cup, the Al Bayt Stadium. On the 21st of November, Qatar and Ecuador will walk out onto this pitch behind me in front of 60,000 excited fans and hundreds of millions watching at home as well. Now, for the young players of this tournament, it may well be their best chance of showcasing their talents on the big stage. So then, what is it like to be a young player at the World Cup? Well, we spoke to a player who has done just that.
When you're growing up as a kid, there's certain things that you want to achieve, and playing in the World Cup is one of them. You're always dreaming of it. You're thinking about what the celebration is going to be like. Me getting the opportunity, David Beckham playing a ball into, taking a touch and just smashing it. And when it hit the back of the net, you just, euphoria. Having that opportunity to go out there and play in the World Cup was just a dream come true.
Now, let's remind ourselves of some of the young players who have made their mark over the years.
A 17-year-old Pelé is still the youngest player to have scored in the World Cup finals. An 18-year-old fresh-faced Michael Owen lit up the World Cup in 1998. And 20 years later, another teenager, Kylian Mbappe, did the same in Russia.
So is the World Cup still the biggest platform for the young players to make their name?
For those who are perhaps not following football as intensively as those in the business or as hardcore supporters, then the World Cup provides that sort of bigger stage where suddenly somebody goes from being a relatively unknown player to a household name, like Thomas Müller did, for example, in the 2010 World Cup.
Interesting stuff indeed. Now then, which young players are the media expecting will make their mark in Qatar?
If there was one player I should name that I look really forward to at the World Cup, is Eduardo Camavinga. I love the way he plays. He's still only 19. Has gone into a Real Madrid side brimming with superstars, but whenever he gets on the pitch, he looks like he's always played in his team.
Jude Bellingham made such an impact at his first club, Birmingham. They retired his number 22 shirt. He's excelled at German side Borussia Dortmund, and in 2020 became England's third youngest international of all time.
But Jude Bellingham has so much talent that almost anything he does looks good, looks attractive, looks dangerous. He's a real box-to-box engine. He's got vision, he can make runs into the final third as well as score goals. The complete midfielder.
An Argentinian striker at the Etihad has a ring to it, and Julian Alvarez has the credentials to at least follow in the footsteps of Sergio Aguero. Manchester City signed Alvarez earlier this year before loaning him back to River Plate. He scored 6 goals in a Copa Libertadores game for them in May.
He moves quickly, but his mind is quicker. And I'm interested to see him have more opportunities to play with Messi. Because in order to play with Messi, you've got to be sharp. You've got to be technically good and you've got to be sharp. You've got to be thinking at the same speed as Messi. And I think maybe during the course of the tournament, a combination between Messi and Alvarez could be very interesting indeed.
Jamal Musiala grew up in England but chose to represent the nation of his birth, Germany, and he became their youngest player to appear in a major tournament during the European Championships. An even bigger competition is surely just around the corner for the teenager.
Jamal Musiala is a fantastic player, so elegant, so different in the way he moves with the ball. The ball really sticks to his feet. He's got very close control. He runs at players. He loves to dribble, loves to do something that's very unexpected and very, very different type of player to most of the German national players.
Canada's Alphonso Davies will turn 22 years old a few weeks before the football begins in Qatar, but he's already packed in a lot in his short career. Over 200 appearances, a Champions League winners' medal, as well as a Bundesliga and Super Cup last season.
Well, Alphonso Davies has been called the Bayern Munich Roadrunner by no others than Thomas Müller, which I think gives you a bit of a snapshot on what he does so well. He's incredibly fast. Still a very young player, still a bit raw at times, but as an individual, the sort of player that makes things happen, that gets you very excited, especially at doing everything as quickly as he does.
Now, as well as hosting the opening ceremony and one of the semi-finals, 6 group games will take place here at the Al Bayt Stadium, including arguably the match to look out for, Spain versus Germany. Now, both sides were accused of taking ageing squads to Russia back in 2018, but both come into Qatar with new, fresher identities.
Both the Spanish project and the German project, projects that are vibrant, that they are getting better, I think, as the months go by, especially the German one with Hansi Flick. Germany looks like a better proposition than they were certainly in Euro 2021. Hopefully, for them both, for Germany and Spain, they will get 3 points in the first game, because otherwise they are going to have a lot of pressure coming into the second game. So whatever happens in the first game is going to have a massive impact and influence in what happens in Spain against Germany.
Well, that brings us to the end of this week's show from the Al Bayt Stadium. Do let us know at home who you think will shine in Qatar using the hashtag FootballNowYoungPlayers, and we'll see you soon for more Football Now.